Hello everybody, it's Ember, and today we're going to talk about chief level talents and skills. Now all of these are really tied in together. The higher your chief level, the more talent points you have to utilize, and the more skills you're able to unlock. Now you can gain chief experience a few different ways. Attacking infected, you can buy chief packs, which are up here above. You can spend biocaps like you see here, but I'll let you in on a little secret. We'll exit out of here, and if you want to fast track your chief level, and I highly recommend that you do, then you need to come down to your missions icon, click on that, and then the second tab on the left is missions, and focus on knocking out growth missions. You'll see here at the top. Now I've already completed all of my growth missions, so to really see what it looks like, you're going to need to check this out in your own settlement. It is the fastest way to level up your chief, which ultimately gives you more points to boost your settlement. Let's check out the interface. If you go up, click on your profile again, then second icon on the bottom left is talents. We click here, you'll notice across the top on the left side there are two tabs, talent set 1 and then talent set 2. My talent set 2 is still locked because I'm still at VIP 11. Once I reach VIP 12, as you can see here, it will unlock the quick switch talent so that I may have two setups to toggle back and forth between, which I am so excited for and looking forward to. Until then, I'll need to use either talent point resets or 2,000 biocaps each time I want to change my talent points. Let me go ahead and buy a couple now so that I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's exit out of this screen really quick, and we'll click on the Alliance icon at the bottom center of your screen. Now while we're here, it's a great time to mention that donating to your Alliance technology, as you can see here, is the easiest way to build up your Alliance honor points so that you have currency to spend in the Alliance store. I'm going to back out of here. We'll pop into the Alliance store. I'm going to go ahead and purchase 2 of these talent resets. Also important to mention, once you've earned that Alliance honor, it's yours and will go with you even when you change alliances. Okay, let's go ahead and exit here now. We'll return to our talent screen. Back at the top on the right, you'll notice that my talent points say 0 right now. That's because I've used them all. However, once I click on reset, that will go ahead and clear them out of the tree and give me a clean slate to work with. There we go. Now you see that talent points are 207. Now on the left hand side of your screen there are 2 trees, war and economy. Because the vast majority of my audience is going to be newer players to the game, I'm going to go ahead and cover economy first. Economy talents can give you extra boosts for things like increasing your construction or even research speed. Also gathering speed for resources outside of your settlement, as well as production inside. There's also battle dressing to increase hospital healing speed, and you have hospital capacity. Additionally, there are 3 bonus time-limited skills, which you can see here in the circle. Instant Collect, which allows you to instantly collect 2 hours of production from your resource buildings every 12 hours. Then we have Rapid Production right here. This reduces the time of new construction or research tasks by 20%. It applies tasks started within a period of 5 minutes, 24-hour cooldown. I have seen so many questions on this one, and I will let you know you need to apply this before you hit research or construction, not after. So get this going. I highly recommend, if you're starting a large research, open the resources you need for it first. If you've got speed ups and can do multiple, that's great. I would also go ahead, if you have the biocaps to use, you can double this up with a settlement buff so you get additional benefits. If you really want to take advantage, you can also make sure that you align that with Things like survival of the fittest or governor buffs that are probably happening at the same time. But you can really help reduce your research and construction time for that matter, especially when you get to the big ones. It's not so bad at the beginning, but man, when they start getting upwards of 8, 9, 10, 15 days, I think there's 30 at the end, it's important. And the last skill instantly heals 10% of your wounded troops without consuming resources. Now you can only use this once a day. This is a really big deal if you're doing things like a kill event or capital clash. Let me show you where to go to utilize these special skills. We'll go ahead and exit back to your settlement view. You'll see on the lower right side of your screen, there's a talents icon. Now you can click here to access these, but you can also go out to the wilderness, click there, and you'll see in the same place, there you have your talent icon as well. So doesn't matter where you are, you can access these quickly. Right now, I don't have them mastered because my skills aren't in, but you'll see not only the 3 war, but also the 3 economy. Now let's do a quick run through. I'm going to go ahead and apply these and then we'll reset. Let's pretend I am working on construction and research and I'm not going to be gathering. Maybe it's a kill event and I don't want to have my troops out, so I need to increase my production. So we're going to go ahead, max these out. I am going to skip the top only because you'll notice as I go through these, the percentages are increasing. So this may take a minute. You do not have to max all of them, just one line. And just to show you, if you click on any ahead, it tells you what you have to master first. You can click on that, it takes you right there. See what I did there? We'll go ahead, keep moving. See how far I can get in this tree. I haven't used economy in full transparency in quite a while. Economy is wonderful for while you're growing. It's also fantastic because of these hospital benefits. If you're not a rally leader, consider when you go into Reservoir Raid and Capital Clash to maybe utilize the econ setting because, oh, I'm out of points. There we go. I almost made it to the end. I'm close. Because that is going to allow you to have additional hospital capacity if I set those on those. And faster healing speed. You don't get that benefit when you're in the war talents. So filling rallies, filling towers, filling the capital, whoever's the strongest will be the buffs that are used in capital and towers. But when it comes to rallies, if you're just filling, you don't need to have all these extra buffs. Your troops are going to take on that of the rally lead. So take that into consideration. Consider doing this. Let's back out now that I have these done. We can go to talents, either from your map view or settlement view. Same thing. I can go ahead and click use to collect 2 hours of extra production, just like that. Here is this wonderful benefit. If I'm doing research or construction, I can go ahead and get this started. That's a big deal, especially on the high ones. And then we have the instantly heal. So in this situation, if you've got a full hospital, instead of coming over here and clicking on your hospital to get those started, consider going here, click here first, and 10% will automatically be healed. Doesn't use any of your resources. It's fantastic, especially when you're in a bind. But again, you can only use that once in a 24-hour period, that is. So let's circle back again. We're going to go ahead and reset, and now we're going to switch over to war. And I am one of the larger players within State 60 and within my alliance. And so I am almost always in war. I do swap back and forth to economy, especially for that benefit I mentioned, rapid development. When I've got a large research, just all my construction is maxed out now, but when I have a large research, this is critical. I don't know what I'd do without it. Okay, so war talents. They're going to give you extra boost for things like, as you can see, march speed, march capacity. Each troop type will also have attack, defense, lethality, and health, which you can see here on each of these, as well as troop training capacity. So you can increase the number of troops you're training at any given time. And we'll scroll down. And training speed. Now, this is my favorite because it increases the speed my troops are trained, so I don't have to use as many speed ups when I'm trying to rush through batches. It's wonderful. Also, there are 3 bonuses. These are, again, time-limited skills. We have Urgent Recall, which commands all troops to return to your settlement within 3 seconds. It is awesome. Then we have Massive March. I use this all the time. I use this every time we have trap. I use this when we have our biggest competitor show up at the Capital Clash. I use this when I sign up for Alliance Showdown. I use this when I just want to have a larger march size for either attacking or rallying, you name it. I use this. You can use it twice a day, once every 12 hours, it lasts for 30 minutes. It increases your march size by 10%. Keep that in mind, it's a good one. Also, emergency dressing. This is going to convert 30% of killed troops to wounded until your hospital's full. It only lasts for 30 minutes. You can only do it once every 24 hours. So keep that in mind. Definitely a blessing when you're really battling it out, like say in Capital Clash. Now there is method to this madness. I know this can look overwhelming, but the areas that have 2 rows, as you can see right here in these sections, these are singular troop focused in all 4 corners. So you'll notice here we have everything for infantry, all 4 skills for infantry. And then we move on. These are all rider. These are all hunters. And the areas that have 3 rows offer boosts for each troop type in its own row. So you'll notice here, infantry, infantry, riders, riders, hunters, hunters. In these sections where you have the 3 rows, you're going to have attack and defense come first, and then the second group of 3 is going to be lethality and health. The further you go, the higher the boost. I'm going to go ahead and set mine up. We'll try to speed through this rather quickly. Now pay attention, I am selecting health and lethality, and I'll explain to you in a bit why. Additionally, where I can, I'm going to focus on hunters, because my hunters are currently just a wee bit stronger. So I want to boost those stats as much as possible. So I'm going straight down the bottom. Notice I'm not filling all of these in. Again, a reason for that. The further we go, you see these, this is increasing lethality by 4% when it's maxed. The further we go, as you notice here, we're looking at increasing lethality for my hunters. And maxed with 5 levels, it's only 4%. But the further I go, the higher you're going to see that go up. Now we're in the second grouping, and you'll notice now these are getting higher, 12% with 10 levels. Keep on moving down. This takes a while, but I'm almost done. Okay, look at that. Notice that. 160% increase in speed of training troops. This is fabulous. You take this and pair it with that other that I showed you earlier. It's just wonderful. Okay, I'm going to finish up the points that I have available here, again on hunters. Okay, now that I have that done, since I joined this game, there has been quite the debate over whether we should prioritize attack and defense over lethality and health, or vice versa. I'm going to drop a little hint here. Remember, attack and lethality both deal damage. Defense reduces the amount of damage you take. Health increases the amount of damage you can absorb. That old saying, save the best for last. Well, here we are at the end of this tree, and what do you find? Lethality and health. So wink wink, that is my tip. I would highly recommend you think through that. Can definitely give you a little bit of an advantage when you're looking at troops even. And that is about all there is to it. I hope at least some of this has been helpful. If so, please subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what state you're in. If you're interested in seeing any particular content in one of my future videos, of course, let me know. Don't forget to share this with your alliance too. Best of luck.